have reached 98. Here are the latest. Congratulations to every player that has hit 98.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. We're live in Houston where the Rockets have home court advantage. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, the Warriors are one of the best offensive teams in the league, and Steve...
Thanks for that, DA. And the Warriors move the ball so quickly. Their team chemistry is off the charts. Steve, we have a great matchup in the backcourt in this one. What are some of the toughest aspects of defending against guards who can light it up?
The toughest thing is, Kevin, when you have a guard that has it going from behind the line, and he's a guy that drives the basketball. So you're planning for the drive, but he is starting to light you up from behind the line. So you're really in no man's land. You get up on him, he's going around you, and he's knocking down the three. That's when you start yelling, help, help.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Here's James after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Outside, Green. Durant kicks to Iguodala. The screen from Thompson. Iguodala against Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game. Harden kicks to James. Houston gets it back. Lets it go with a 3. And James Harden good for 3.
And with Harden, it's pick your poison. Not only a tenacious penetrator, but also a consistent threat from 3-point.
The screen from Thompson. Curry passes to Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Durant's got his first 3 points of the game.
They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
Paul's shot is off.
You know, the offense has just looked out of sync. Only 1 of 5 from the field.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
And James gets it to go.
You want to try to keep LeBron from carving you up inside, but he can tee it up from outside as well.
Ball against Curry. Thompson for 3. The Rockets pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot's good from Paul.
You have to respect Chris Paul's ability to bury shots inside. He is so tricky with how he finds angles and ways to get shots over the defense.
Now here's Curry. Green, the screen. Jacks up a 3, and it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. LeBron James on the wing. Screen by Capella. Off the pick, and James throws it down.
Beautiful timing on the part of LeBron. Powerful move off the pick and roll.
Curry kicks to Durant. Shoots over Capella. Durant, no good.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. LeBron dishes the ball. Back to James. the Warriors with possession here. Warriors leading by 5. Down low, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Awesome look from Stephen Curry. Outstanding at distributing the basketball.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Steve, with the way Curry has transformed this Warrior team into perennial title contenders, the MVP awards and all the hardware, how soon is it before you start the conversation of where Steph Curry falls among the all-time greats?
Well, Kevin, I would love to start that conversation with most players when their career is over or close to being over. Curry has an unbelievable resume, but I will say, as of right now, I can say he's the best shooter of all time. NBA champion, multiple award-winning MVP. Now it's just about longevity for him.
Al Livingston following the three-point attempt by Nene. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. .36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Ariza with the bucket.
No hesitation from Chris Paul, getting the basketball to the open man quickly.
Young, right side. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gordon gets to Ariza. Lets it fly. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Ariza.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Now here's Livingston. Young outside. The three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
That's their mindset, and these extra possessions have been converted into a lead.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston, and there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Nick Young, and it's West in at the 4. Gordon outside. David West grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 7.
And as great as the Warriors are on offense, the best team in the league on that end last year, their defense is just as good. Had the #1 defense last season. To have the top offense and defense explains why they're so dominant.
Ariza no luck.
How is it possible? Wide open too.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. And here's Green outside. Drills it from outside. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The defense was decent, but not good enough. That's his shot, and when he gets any daylight, he's going to let it fly.
Livingston kicks it to West over Mbamute. And again, no good by Golden State. And for the Warriors, the defense, Steve, has been the underrated strong point of the team for so long. They just bother shots and make life difficult for opposing teams.
They do. They have great personnel, and they have the ability to switch on defense. Players are so versatile with who they can guard. The communication is excellent, and the rotation on point.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them one or two things that they could have done better.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Draymond Green comes in for David West. Durant's checked in for Young, and it's Klay Thompson in for Curry. James with it, guarded now by Durant. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
On the wing, James. It's stolen by Livingston. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Fantastic effort from Sean Livingston on the defensive end. Hands active, coming away with a steal, and finishing at the rim.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Capella kicks to Anderson. From deep, Harden. He can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Outside Durant, back to Livingston. Outside Green. Pachulia with the screen on Anderson. Green kicks to Pachulia. Now, for all the great things that Pachulia did for the Warriors last season, unfortunately, most fans will remember Kawhi Leonard hurting his ankle on Zaza's foot in the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, I don't think he did that intentionally. I know Zaza Pachulia. He just plays extremely hard. He's done a nice job for the Warriors, being that guy in the middle. Doesn't block shots, but he was huge for the Warriors.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
Harden outside. Screen by Capella. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from James Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
And that one is good.
Using his height advantage, he gets a clean look from the mid-range.
Rockets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. LeBron kicks to Capella. Back to LeBron. There's the dish to Capella. Pachulia with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up, and here they go. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. The free throw drops for Pachulia. And last year, one of the bigger surprises in the NBA, the Houston Rockets.
And remember, absent Dwight Howard, a lot of people thought maybe they're going to take a step back. And in the year where several other super teams in the league kind of took a step forward, the Rockets were able to hold their own. The team has a system that works, and they have bought into it. And top to bottom, they've been making smart decisions.
Do you remember that 2003 draft? Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and this guy, LeBron James. He went #1 overall.
Paul passes to Harden. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 8. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Curry against Paul. Picked by Pachulia. Durant with a wide open look. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. James outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Fires the 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Just a phenomenal.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Well, for Golden State, Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench, you know. I'm impressed.
And that wraps up halftime.
Day turning tonight here in the Southwest. We're in Houston. Welcome back, everyone. And the second half. Rockets trail by 8. Anderson is down low with Capella. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. And it's James in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Hits it from three-point range. And that's now 7 points for Chris Paul.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
We're talking about Stephen Curry range right now in that shot. You know, last season, Steve Kerr once again having to miss time due to complications from his back surgery. Missed the majority of the team's postseason. But he got through the regular season fine, but it's something that has troubled him off and on.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Warriors leading by 8. And having worked with Steve Kerr here at 2K and other capacities, usually we get to rib him a lot and make jokes whenever we see him coaching. But you know, Steve, I speak for everyone in the 2K family when we wish Steve all the best and hope he can overcome these health issues.
I totally echo that, Kevin. Steve Kerr is just an NBA lifer. But more than that, he's a fantastic coach and even a better person. We hope to see him on the sidelines for years to come.
Curry's shot is good.
Oh, that shot by Stephen Curry from the three-point line, he can hit that with his eyes closed.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
Screen by Capella. And James throws it down hard.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Curry dishes to Thompson. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Risa comes in for Anderson. Green, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Gordon in for Paul. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Young comes in for Kevin Durant. And Green slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
When you watch the Warriors play, their offense is a work of art. There's so much player movement and passing, it's impossible to cover. And the shooting they have, it just puts it over the top.
Nene with the screen on Young. Green kicks to Gordon. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Curry. And the shot goes down. Curry's got 13 points.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
Harden the pass to Green. The three-pointer no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Curry's shot is off. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And the wide open shot from Green. The Rockets with another miss.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
Iguodala against Ariza. Green with a screen for Ariza. The shot by Nene, no good. Golden State's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And while the low post game has lost favor, the high post is still prime turf for a lot of big men. They love to hang out there and do their job. Who do you think are some of the guys who live on the elbows like that succeed?
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge, I think, is one of the best in the business. Blake Griffin is a guy who plays well at that position. They're comfortable. Marc Gasol, Greg Monroe, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns. Those guys play all over the floor, but they're very comfortable catching at the elbow. And you know what? As a big guy at that elbow, if you can show shot, one dribble, you're right at the rim.
And he's able to get it back. Count it. 1:12 left in the third. Harden with it, picked up by Thompson. And Anderson gets it to go.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Golden State moving the ball around. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Anderson. Here's James. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The aggressive mindset. LeBron putting it on the deck and drawing contact.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Warriors. Curry sinks the 15-footer. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Harden against Thompson. It's Harden with the drive, and the basket is good. Harden's got 8.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Curry with another miss. Anderson can't connect. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Warriors leading by 11 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Looney, and it's Green in at the 5 spot. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Has his man, just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
Here's Curry. Here's the screen. Durant for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Running the floor, using screens. Remarkable how smoothly KD moves around out there.
From 12 feet out, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Shot to stop the run, and James with the layup.
The quick first step of James, along with his power, that's the difference on the drive.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Thompson outside. He feeds it to Durant. Green, the screen, and there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nene, he's checked in for Ryan Anderson. Paul against Curry. Clock at 4 from past the arc. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half. 4th of the game.
Here's James.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
Somebody's got to rotate over, but who wants to step in front of LeBron?
Warriors leading by 17. Curry kicks it to Looney. The screen from Thompson. Shot off the pick, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And he converts the layup. And the Warriors lead by 21.
That basket doesn't happen without the hustle from Thompson there in transition. He is a beast at finishing fast break chances.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Curry against Paul. Another 3 for Golden State.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
He does a great job, in my opinion, of finding space along the perimeter and has the touch to knock these down.
And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor, and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Warriors leading by 20. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Curry on the wing. Thompson from long range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. And for Gordon, he's been a great catch-and-shoot player in the past, Greg. The difference last season was the improvement in his pull-up threes.
And there is a world of difference between shooting a 3 off the pass as opposed to off the dribble. The pull-up threes are what make players like Steph Curry so hard to guard. And when Gordon added that to his game, I think it helped his overall ability to score the basketball.
And James throws it down.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Anderson. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Paul. And it's Green in for Eric Gordon. Different look here for the Warriors. Bell, checked in for Green. Looney comes in for Kevin Durant. Nick Young's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
How about the rhythm he got into tonight? Unstoppable at the offensive end. And the coach was smart. He kept calling his number.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Here's Livingston, and he gets it to go.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's